Hey guys, Dr. Callahan here. Welcome to week 4, Thursday. Today we're going to talk about 2.3 standard form. So make sure you guys have your blue book because you will be turning that in eventually. So get to 2.3. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to first have you guys go ahead and do the questions A, B, and C. It is an objective, explore, and reason. So there's no wrong answers. So just do the best you can. Pause the video, respond, and then unpause. All right, let's take a look at example 1. It says, is it easier to find the x-intercept of a graph of equation using slope-intercept form or standard form? So let's talk about the difference. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. This is a perfect form for you to graph a line, for example. Standard form is going to be 8x plus by plus c equals 0. That is going to be standard form. So is it easier to find the x-intercept of the graph? Well, to find the x-intercept of something, you will have to set y equals 0, and you have to figure out what x is equal to. So in this case, for example, if I were to have a line that looks like this, or a graph that looks like this, the x-intercept would be when y equals 0, which is where the x-axis is. These little green dots where the graph hits the x-axis, those are going to be the x-intercept. So if I had to make a guess what those are, when y equals 0, it could be like -3, 0, and maybe 2. I mean, just estimate-wise. So to do that, I would say if y have to equal 0, it really wouldn't matter because you essentially solve for x by substituting 0 into y and then doing the same thing here to solve for x. All right, example 2. It says, sketch the graph of a linear equation in standard form. So this is not in y-intercept form, so you will have to graph this. If I were to graph this, I will have to find the x-intercept and also the y-intercept. So to find the x-intercept, you are asking yourself, when y equals 0, what is x equal to? So let's do that. All you have to do is take your pencil and go ahead and cover the y. Just cross everything out, okay? And then just focus on the x. Here you have 4x equals 10. If I divide both sides by 4, x equals 10 over 4, which is going to be 5 over 2, which is going to be 2.5. And there's something wrong with my pen. Okay, so it's not working. That's okay, because we're gonna try it one more time. I'm gonna end the show, keep this, redo this one more time, and hopefully it will stop. Okay, fine. It's just being difficult. Okay, so I am actually going to reset this up. Okay, I finally got this redone. It just kind of glitched out a little bit. So here we go. X is equal to 10 over 4. So then you have 2.5 for x. So your first point is going to be x is 2.5, comma, 0 for y. Next, we'll find the y-intercept, which means that you're asking yourself, when x equals 0, what is y equal to? So in this case, what you're going to do is you are going to go ahead and cross out the 4x. And remember, this was a 5y equals 10. So if you're going to cross out the x, you have 5y equals 10. So 5y equals 10. Divide both sides by 5. And have y equals 2. So your next point is 0, 2. So then with that said, let's go ahead and graph this thing. If this is going to be my grid, my first one's me as 0, 2. So 0. And then I'm going to go to 1, 2. There's my first point. Second is 2.50, so 1, 2, 2.50, which is right here. All you have to do is just connect those two lines or dots, and that is going to be your line using standard form to graph. All right, let's try this one more time. For number 3, if you take a look at A, you have y equals negative 18. So then if I divide by 3 on both sides, y is going to equal to a negative 6. So if I were to graph this, and let's say that this is my, actually I can't even do that. I would have to move this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, this is my grid. Y equals negative 6 means I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put the dot right there, draw my line. This is going to be my graph. Similarly, let's take a look over here. If I divide both sides by 4, x equals 3. So if this is my grid right here, all I do is go 1, 2, 3, and draw myself a vertical line. So this is going to be a vertical line. With slope, you know, with a vertical line, it's undefined. This right here is a horizontal line. Y equals negative 6, and your slope is going to be 0. Just a quick little review for your slopes. Okay, let's go ahead and practice a little bit more with 5, 6, and 7. With number 5, it is in standard form, so you need to find the x-intercept and also the y-intercept. So with the x-intercept, you're going to set y is equal to 0. What is x? So just cross out the y. X is equal to 8. So my first point is 8, 0. So if I were to go ahead and graph this, I'm going to start off with maybe right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's my first point. Now let's find the y-intercept. So it's saying when x equals 0, what is y equal to? So then with that one, you want to go ahead and cover the x instead. And here you have 4y equals 8. If you divide it by 8 on both sides, y equals 2. So 0, 2. 0, 1, 2. There's your point. Now they have 2 points. You just simply connect them. And ta-da, there is your line. And that's how you will graph it. Let's go on to number 6. Again, find your x-intercept and find your y-intercept. Let's start off with the x-intercept. You want y to be 0, so I'm going to go ahead and cover the y, and therefore I have 3x equals 24. Divided by 3 on both sides, I'm going to get x is equal to 8. So my first point is going to be 8, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, with your y-intercept, you want x equals 0. So what is y equal to then? So I'm going to go back over to my original equation, cover the x, and then I have negative 4y equals 24, divided by negative 4 on both sides, y is equal to negative 6. So then my second point is 0, negative 6. Oh, and with that one, let's go ahead and change this a little bit. Because there is a negative 6 for the y value, you essentially want your graph to be a little bit taller. So let's change the origin. My first point is going to be at 0, 8, or 8, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's my first point. Second point is going to be at 0, negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so then with these 2 points, you go ahead and graph it. And that's your blue line. I'm going to have you go ahead and try number 7 on your own. And also try number 8, because I actually went to that was pretty similar to that. All right, so go ahead and take a look at your homework. Your homework starts from 1 all the way to 11, so go ahead and give those a try. Here are the answers to your homework. You might want to go ahead and pause the video and review them. If you feel like you're ready for the quiz, it is 5 questions. Pause it. If you need to go ahead and access any additional information, here is my link to my Google Doc with all of the videos, etc. So I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.